If you're planning your very first cruise, pay close attention, because the things you don't know yet can make or break your entire trip. In this 2026 guide, I'm breaking down the 20 most important things every new cruiser absolutely needs to know, based on real mistakes, real questions, and real surprises that catch travelers off guard every single year. From the hidden fees most people miss to the packing errors that ruin vacations. This video is going to save you money, stress, and a whole lot of headaches. So whether your cruise is next month or next year, stick around, because these are the tips seasoned cruisers wish they knew on day one. Let's get started. Number 1. Ship stability and motion sickness. Let's start with one of the biggest worries for first-time cruisers, seasickness. But the good news is that modern cruise ships are far more stable than most people expect. Today's large ocean-going ships use advanced stabilizers and specially designed hulls that minimize side-to-side and forward-back motion. On many sailings, you'll barely feel movement at all, especially compared to a ferry or smaller boat. That said, no ship is completely motion-free. Weather, sea conditions, and your cabin location all play a role. If you're sensitive to motion, choosing a midship cabin on a lower deck helps a lot, since these areas tend to feel the least movement. A couple of things first-timers don't expect. First, tender boats. The small boats that take you to shore at certain ports often feel much rockier than the cruise ship itself. Second, when you return home, you may experience mild sea legs, where everything feels like it's gently swaying. This is totally normal and usually gone within a day. If you're prone to motion sickness, come prepared. Pack remedies like Dramamine, Bonine, ginger tablets, or sea bands. You probably won't need them, but having them on hand is far cheaper and easier than buying them on board. With a little preparation, most cruisers are completely comfortable. Number 2. Not all ships are created equal. When you're planning your first cruise, one of the most critical decisions happens long before you book, choosing the right ship. It's not just about the cruise line. You need to know that even within the same company, different ships can offer wildly different vacations. For example, a cruise on Holland America Line will have a completely different vibe than one on Carnival. And Celebrity Cruises feels distinct from Royal Caribbean. But here's the key detail many miss. The ship's age is a huge factor. A newer ship in a fleet will typically boast the latest amenities, cutting-edge entertainment, upgraded cabin designs, and more dining options. An older vessel might offer a more classic, intimate, and potentially less crowded experience, but it won't have those brand new features. This is why your homework is essential. Don't just book based on the cruise line's name. Research the specific ship. Look at its launch date, recent refurbishments, and read recent reviews. This ensures your expectations perfectly match the reality of your vacation, setting you up for an amazing time. Number 3. Fly in at least one day early. This is the single most important rule for a stress-free cruise start, and honestly, it should be non-negotiable. You must arrive at your departure port city at least one full day before your ship is scheduled to sail. Unlike a land-based hotel, the cruise ship has a strict schedule and will not wait for you if you're late. Flight delays, cancellations, lost luggage, or even bad traffic from the airport can easily cause you to miss the boarding window. The consequences are severe and expensive. You could be forced to fly to the next port of call at your own expense, missing days of your vacation. That buffer day is your ultimate insurance policy, allowing you to relax and begin your vacation calmly instead of starting with a panic. If your budget is tight, this is the one area where you should not cut corners. Number 4. Cruise insurance is essential. Let's be clear, cruise insurance isn't optional. It's a critical part of your trip. Your regular health insurance usually doesn't cover you at sea or in foreign ports, and without proper coverage, even a small medical issue can become extremely expensive. Now imagine a medical emergency that requires a helicopter or ship-to-shore evacuation. Those evacuations can cost tens of thousands, sometimes over $100,000, and without insurance, that bill lands on you. You need a dedicated travel insurance policy that specifically includes comprehensive medical coverage, emergency evacuation, trip cancellation, and trip interruption protection. And remember, trip insurance protects you during your cruise, while cancellation insurance covers you before your cruise if something forces you to cancel. Buy your policy soon after booking so you're fully covered from day one. It's a small investment for massive peace of mind and one of the smartest decisions you can make as a first-time cruiser. Number 5. Budgeting for the extras. Many first-time cruisers are surprised by their final onboard bill because they didn't budget for the extras. While your fare covers accommodations, main dining, and entertainment, several significant costs are added on. The most important one to understand is gratuities. Most major cruise lines automatically add a daily gratuity charge to your onboard account. This is a set fee, typically ranging from $16 to $25 per person per day, which is distributed to your room steward, dining room waitstaff, and other behind-the-scenes crew. This is separate from the automatic 18 to 20% service charge added to individual purchases like drinks at the bar, spa services, or meals in specialty restaurants. So, to clarify, daily gratuities are a per-person, per-day hotel service fee, while onboard service charges are a percentage-based tip on specific purchases. Beyond gratuities, you need to plan for all the things not included in your base fare. This list includes alcoholic and specialty non-alcoholic drinks, specialty coffee, bottled water, meals in specialty restaurants, shore excursions, spa and salon services, photos, casino play, and some fitness classes. A smart financial move is to research if your cruise line offers bundled packages that combine amenities like drinks, Wi-Fi, gratuities, or specialty dining. For many guests, these bundles can offer significant savings compared to paying for each item individually. Always prepay or budget for these extras to avoid bill shock at the end of your cruise. Number 6. Download the cruise line app. Your cruise line's app is one of the most important tools you'll use, so download it long before you arrive at the port. Once on board, the app becomes your digital lifeline. It gives you free access to restaurant menus, the daily schedule, deck plans, your onboard account, and on many ships, an internal messaging system that lets you text your travel companions without buying Wi-Fi. But the app's most valuable feature kicks in weeks or even months before your cruise. The online planner opens early, and this is when you must reserve all the high-demand options: popular shore excursions, specialty dining, spa appointments, cabanas, and even certain entertainment shows routinely sell out 60 to 90 days before sailing. So download the app, log in, and book anything important as soon as it becomes available. Waiting until you're on board is one of the biggest rookie mistakes. By that point, many top choices are already gone. Number 7. Always carry printed docs. In our digital world, it's easy to assume your phone has you covered, but a cruise requires a smart backup plan. Always bring printed, or at least easily accessible digital copies of your key travel documents. This includes your passport, cruise boarding pass, and flight and hotel confirmations. Storing these in your carry-on protects you if your phone battery dies, gets lost, or has no service. For extra peace of mind, place a luggage tracker, like an AirTag, inside each checked bag. While signals can occasionally be affected by the ship's metal structure, trackers still help you confirm that your bags reached the terminal and made it on board, which can prevent a lot of needless worry. Finally, take photos of your passport's main page, your luggage tags, and your cruise card, and save them securely in your cloud storage. This creates a vital digital paper trail if anything is lost or stolen. Number 8. Bring your own meds and hygiene items. Pack a small travel pharmacy kit with your essential medications, pain relievers, stomach remedies, motion sickness aids, basic bandages, and any hygiene items you prefer. Ship shops are limited and much pricier than buying at home. Be sure to bring sunscreen, reef safe if required, lip balm with SPF, and insect repellent for tropical ports. Prepare a simple day bag for excursions with water, sunscreen, a hat, your cruise card or wearable, and photocopies of key documents. And don't forget comfortable walking shoes. Many ports involve long walks or uneven terrain, and sore feet can ruin your day. Always keep prescription medications in your carry-on, in original packaging, and bring a copy of your prescriptions. Ships carry only limited supplies, and onboard medical care can be costly, so having your own essentials is the safest approach. Number 9. Pack a sweater and know the dress codes. Even if you are sailing to the warmest Caribbean destination, do not forget to pack a light sweater, cardigan, or jacket. While the weather outside may be perfect, the indoor areas of the ship are often heavily air-conditioned. Dining rooms, theaters, and lounges can be surprisingly cool, and the evening breeze out on deck can also get chilly. Additionally, take a moment to check your cruise itinerary for any formal nights or specific theme parties. Knowing this in advance allows you to pack the appropriate attire so you can fully participate and feel comfortable, not caught off guard. Number 10. Unique and useful items to pack. Elevate your cruise experience by packing a few clever items that seasoned travelers swear by. First, bring heavy-duty magnetic hooks. Since many cabin walls and ceilings are metal, these provide instant, out-of-the-way hanging storage for hats, lanyards, or damp swimwear. However, be aware that some newer ships use non-metallic materials, so have a backup plan. Magnetic clips are also invaluable for keeping daily planners and important tickets organized and visible. For the pool deck, pack sturdy towel clips or bands. They securely anchor your towel to your lounge chair, preventing it from blowing away in the ocean breeze. Finally, a simple roll of string and a few extra clips can create a makeshift clothesline in your cabin, perfect for drying swimsuits overnight. These small, inexpensive items can dramatically improve your cabin's organization and functionality. Number 11. Cabin power and outlets. First-time cruisers are often unpleasantly surprised by the lack of electrical outlets in their cabin. Older ships often have only 1 or 2 outlets and no USB ports at all. And even newer ships may not have as many charging options as you expect. That's why planning ahead is essential. Most cruise lines only allow non-surge protected power cubes or outlet extenders. Any surge protector from home will be confiscated for safety reasons. Royal Caribbean is even stricter, often banning power strips entirely and allowing only USB-only charging hubs. Always check your cruise line's rules so you don't pack something that gets taken away. Your safest and most universal option is a compact USB charging hub with multiple ports. It keeps your phone, watch, tablet, and camera powered without violating any safety guidelines. And here's a useful tip. On many newer ships, the cabin lights only work when a card is inserted in the slot by the door. If your lights won't turn on, try that before calling for help. Number 12. Bring small bills. While your cruise ship operates on a completely cashless system, using your room key for all onboard purchases, having physical cash, specifically small denominations of US dollars, remains incredibly important. Your first use for cash will be at the terminal, where you should tip the porters who handle your checked luggage, with $1 to $2 per bag being the standard. Having a supply of singles, 5s, and 10s is also essential for extra tips on board, such as for room service delivery and for use in port. U.S. dollars are widely accepted in most Caribbean, Mexican, and Bermudian ports for souvenirs, snacks, and local tours, and having small bills makes transactions and bargaining much easier. A highly effective but optional practice is to give your room steward a $20 bill on your first day as an advance thank you. This often results in exceptionally attentive service throughout your voyage. Finally, avoid using the ATMs on the ship whenever you can. The fees are huge. Withdraw the cash you need before you leave home. Number 13. Cruise luggage tags. A small but vital pre-cruise task is preparing your cruise luggage tags. After you complete online check-in, the cruise line will provide printable paper tags for your checked bags. These are not as durable as airline tags, so a simple hack is to cover them completely with clear packing tape. This laminates them, making them waterproof and tear-resistant. For an even more robust and reusable solution, many experienced cruisers invest in plastic luggage tag holders designed specifically for their cruise line. These holders securely protect the paper tag inside and can be used for voyage after voyage, saving you time and hassle at the terminal. Number 14. Boarding time. A critical detail that many first-timers overlook is the distinction between the ship's sail-away time and your required boarding time. If your itinerary states a 5 p.m. departure, you cannot arrive at 4:30 p.m. and expect to board. Cruise lines mandate that all passengers are checked in and on board typically 90 minutes to 2 hours before the ship sails. Arriving early at the port terminal is your key to a stress-free start. This provides a comfortable buffer for the multi-step boarding process, which includes baggage drop, security screening, and document verification. Once you are on board, you gain a valuable advantage. Use this uncrowded time to strategically explore the ship's layout, locate your dining room, and enjoy a relaxed lunch. This proactive approach transforms a potentially chaotic first day into a calm and organized beginning to your vacation. Number 15. Boarding day luggage and carry-on. A smart carry-on bag is one of the most important parts of your embarkation day strategy. When you arrive at the terminal, you'll hand your large suitcases to the porters, and you may not see them again until late afternoon or even early evening. That's why your carry-on must hold everything you'll need for your first several hours on board. Pack all essential travel documents, your passport or ID, boarding pass, and keep all prescription medications with you in their original containers. Add a small first aid kit with basics like pain relievers and motion sickness remedies, along with your valuables and electronics. Include a change of clothes, your evening outfit, and a swimsuit or flip-flops if you plan to head straight to the pool. With a well-prepared carry-on, you can explore the ship, grab lunch, or start relaxing immediately without worrying about when your checked luggage will arrive. Number 16. The Mighty Cruise Card. Your cruise card is the most important item you will carry, functioning as your room key, onboard payment method, and identification for getting on and off the ship. While most lines use a physical card, some have moved to wearable technology like the Princess Medallion, Virgin Voyages Sailor Band, or Disney's Magic Band. For a traditional card, a lanyard with a detachable clip is a popular and convenient way to keep it secure and accessible. However, a crucial safety tip. When you are in port, always tuck the lanyard inside your shirt or store the card in a secure pocket. Displaying it openly marks you as a tourist and can make you a target for pickpockets. Number 17. Cruise ship Wi-Fi. Internet on a cruise ship is one of the most misunderstood parts of cruising. Years ago, it was notoriously slow, but things have improved dramatically. Many cruise lines now use upgraded systems, often Starlink, so basic Wi-Fi is usually fine for light browsing, messaging, and checking the cruise app. Just keep in mind, it's not free on most ships, so plan for it in your budget. If you need faster speeds for video calls or streaming, most lines offer a premium package. Performance still depends on where you're sailing. The Caribbean tends to be excellent, Alaska generally good, while transatlantic crossings or remote regions like Antarctica can still be inconsistent. A key distinction many first-timers miss: Connecting to the ship's Wi-Fi network is free and required for the app, but accessing the actual internet requires a paid plan. Review your ship's options ahead of time so you choose the package that fits your needs. Number 18. Cruise cabin size and layout. First-time cruisers are often surprised by the compact size of standard cabins, which are typically smaller than equivalent hotel rooms. This is especially important for families to understand, as a cabin for 4 usually features twin beds that may convert to a queen, supplemented by Pullman bunk beds or a sofa bed, creating a cozy and efficient but potentially cramped space. To maximize your space, employ a few pro-level hacks. You can often slide the small coffee table into the closet to open up floor space and use an empty suitcase stored under the bed as a dedicated hamper for dirty clothes. For light sleepers, bringing earplugs or a white noise app is highly recommended to buffer sounds from hallways and neighboring cabins. If you have a balcony, safety and etiquette are paramount. Never climb or sit on the railings, and avoid hanging towels or clothing over the side, as this is often prohibited. Be mindful that balconies are not soundproof, so keep music and conversations at a reasonable volume, and remember that smoking is almost always forbidden due to serious fire hazards. When selecting your cabin, remember that a mid-ship location on a lower deck generally offers the most stability and reduces the feeling of motion. Number 19. Cruise cabin bathrooms. The bathroom inside your cabin works very differently from a typical hotel bathroom. The toilet uses a powerful vacuum system for flushing, which creates a distinct and surprisingly loud whooshing sound. This is completely normal and not a sign of malfunction. This high-powered system has one critical rule: only flush the toilet paper provided by the cruise line. Never flush anything else, including wipes marketed as flushable, facial tissues, feminine hygiene products, or cotton pads. These items will clog the narrow pipes, potentially causing a plumbing failure that could affect multiple cabins and create a highly unpleasant situation for you and your neighbors. Number 20. Food and drink inclusions. And for our final tip, let's talk about one of the absolute best parts of cruising: the food. One of the biggest perks is just how much is already included in your fare. Your meals, snacks, the buffet, and the main dining room are all covered. And the main dining room often provides a full sit-down restaurant experience with attentive service and beautifully plated dishes. Specialty restaurants do cost extra, but you absolutely don't need them to enjoy great food throughout your trip. What surprises many first-time cruisers is that while food is mostly included, many drinks are not. You'll get free water, basic coffee and tea, lemonade, and sometimes juice. But soda, bottled water, and anything alcoholic or premium almost always come with an added charge. A few helpful tips. Modern ships now have beverage refill stations, so bring a large insulated cup or refillable bottle to make it easy to stay hydrated throughout the day. If your cruise line allows it, you can bring a 12-pack of your favorite soda in your carry-on. And if you drink a lot of soda or alcohol, compare prices to see whether a drink package is worth it. 2 final rules to live by. You cannot bring your own liquor on board. Anything purchased in port will be taken at the gangway and returned to you on the last night. And finally, pack a small Ziploc bag or reusable container. It is the perfect secret weapon for taking a fresh pastry or piece of fruit from the buffet back to your cabin for a late-night snack. If this guide helped you avoid a mistake or save some money, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next video is packed with even more essential tips for first-time cruisers. Happy cruising! And to keep getting ready like a pro, check out the video on your screen. It's loaded with even more cruise advice.